Hey, Viola Rules here, and welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing on the channel called Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. This is a game for the DS from 2010, and this was my first game that I played from the Professor Layton series. There were others before it, but this was the first one that introduced me to it, and I wanted to play it for you guys because I really like this game. If you don't know what Professor Layton is, it's basically a puzzle detective game. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So enter name, Viola, because what else would I pick? Really doesn't matter what name you pick for this, by the way. This is a work of fiction. The characters, groups, and events portrayed within are in no way intended to mirror real life. Really weird that it has to say that at all, but... So we have a cutscene here. And I'll do my best to enlarge the cutscenes. Because right now this is playing on the bottom screen for the DS.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
So this is Professor Layton and his apprentice Luke, and I guess Luke got a letter.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament.
Also, the later Professor Layton games don't have as much voice acting into it,
chaos.
But they do have some. So London is in trouble.
To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time.
Oh.
This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future.
Okay.
I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon.
You
For
will?
now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin.
Okay.
I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
I like how we're just willing to accept that.
My future self? But how is that even possible?
It's not, but...
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
I know, right? I also want to apologize for my cursor
time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course.
Being on the screen, because I don't know how to make my video editor not record the cursor.
But on a more serious note, I think this mystery might be the oddest one we've ever encountered.
I wanted to record this using OBS,
Indeed.
but it wouldn't fit.
And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it. Your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Is that an insult?
Well, thank you, I suppose.
Yeah.
But back to the main
That's
question.
how I feel too.
How do we know the letter is real?
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Last week. And we get a flashback. Oh yeah, and as we go through, we have little check marks here as well. And like it says, you can tap a mystery to review the details, which just summarizes the cutscene that we just saw.
It all started about a week ago.
Using a 6-dimension alpha distributor, I was able to guide a concentrated stream of ham-and-air particles through a temporal vortex, more commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex. Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time and generate a massive magnetic field via a Sula coil.
Okay, so
Once the magnetic field
this guy
is
created
firmly
a time
established,
machine?
one has the ability to quite literally punch holes or hive gaps into the very fabric of space-time. After this
add enough science mumbo jumbo to anything, I guess you can get people to believe anything.
an energy gate.
Well, somebody's hungry.
quite the spread we have here, Inspector.
Oh, this is the inspector.
Though it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
Why wouldn't you?
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement.
Yeah, this is, Chimley, I think that's how you pronounce that. Basically, Professor Layton always solves his cases for him because he's incompetent, but he's trying to make it seem like he's not.
It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
Whatever you say.
I suppose that's possible.
Even his partner knows.
Possible, you say?
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Yeah, make sure you kiss up to your boss. Tap an area to investigate. So yeah, there are a bunch of areas that we can look at. Some people are watching the event through the window. Well, the food is certainly nothing to write home about. Oh, you feel that way, sir? I think it's quite scrumptious myself. That's probably because you're fat. This oversalted chop and pile of wilted greens is nothing on Amelia's cooking. If that's your feeling, sir, I'd be happy to relieve you of that burden. Now see here, Barton. If you don't return my chop to me at once, I'll have you driving a desk next week. He said he didn't like it. He didn't say he wouldn't eat it, though. It would be worth it. This roast is silly delectable. Nice. Who is this, by the way?
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
So this is Bill and his wife, Caroline?
Yes, dear.
Bill Hawks. Okay, so we get a last name for this character.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
Why?
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Oh, he's the Prime Minister. Oh, okay.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chelmy over there.
Chelmy, okay.
So, Professor, what do you think about this whole event?
Yeah. I guess this progresses the plot, but you can, like, click around on stuff. If you click the time machine, it just talks about how it's spewing smoke constantly,
Do you believe
etc.
that someone has really built a working time machine?
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
Yeah, it'll be a breakthrough.
Well, I, for one, am very excited. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself.
It's probably a good idea to have that mindset.
And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
What's off about it?
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, huh?
That's one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
What?
That guard? What about him?
Oh.
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
Oh. Place with nice food and a show. I guess they would want to be in on that. But yeah, like I said, you can click on stuff to pose. This time machine is the real deal. Wow, look at the size of that clock. This appears to be the entrance to the machine. I would not get in that. But anyway, let's talk to the guard. Yeah, red exclamation point means it's almost puzzle time. Oh dear, this is not going to go over well. What's wrong, Smith? You look troubled, sir. Might we be of any assistance? You know what, I'm just gonna read normally for this one. I'm not gonna voice act for this one. You look troubled, sir. Might we be of any assistance? Oh yes, please. You see, I've just received a report of some untoward behavior. Puzzle number 1, Party Crasher. This puzzle is worth 10 Picarots. I think that's how you pronounce that. There's an uninvited guest at the event, but the guard has received a few clues as to his whereabouts. His table is next to one with a red flower. His tablecloth is a different color than any next to it. Oh, and his table isn't decorated with a yellow flower. Next to means the tables are connected by dotted lines. Take the guard to the intruder's table. So, this is the first one. Use the stylus to drag the guard in the bottom corner to the table that you want to submit. Okay. So like they said, next to is anything with the dotted line. So, for example, these two tables here are not connected, despite it looking like they should be. So they're not next to each other. So, his table is next to one with a red flower. So, immediately we can get rid of all the ones with the yellow flowers. By the way, you can go into Memo over here, select the right tool, and you can doodle on the places on the screen to help you solve the puzzle if you want. So, let's cross off all of the ones with yellow flowers. Okay, so it has a red flower, and his tablecloth is a different color from any of the ones next to it, so that automatically rolls out this one, because these two are connected and they have the same color tablecloth. So it's not that one. It's also not this one, because, again, same thing. It's connected to a table that has the same color tablecloth. Which means this is the only one that it could be. There we go.
Here's my answer.
Yep, and if Luke looks increasingly happy about your
No
answer
puzzle can
after
stop
you solve
Layton's
it, then
apprentice.
you've done it correctly. Nice. By the way, if you're wondering what the pick-a-rats are, I think they just unlock bonus content. But as you get the question wrong, you get less and less pick-a-rats for it. Good work, you found the party crasher. Now it's time to let the guard do his job. Which he should have been doing from the start so that the intruder wouldn't have gotten in the first place, but, you know. Splendid work, my boy. Puzzle 1, Party Crasher, is now in your puzzle index. Pick-a-rats are points that indicate a puzzle's difficulty. The more pick-a-rats a puzzle is worth, the tougher it is. When you submit an incorrect answer for a puzzle, the number of pick-a-rats you can earn from that puzzle decreases, so think carefully before answering. Once you've beaten the game and saved, go to the bonuses section and load your game file. From there, you can enter the top secret area where a number of fun extras are waiting for you. The more pick-a-rats you earn, the more content you unlock. So yeah, like I said, it's just for bonus content. Whew, thanks so much for your help. That fellow's mooching days are over. Like he's gonna be arrested or just thrown out. Did you see that, Professor? I just aided in the apprehension of a suspect. I guess he is arrested for it. Okay. Oh look, the presentation is about to begin. Let's get back to our seats. Yeah, we don't want to miss this. Okay. It just says presenter. I like how this guy doesn't even deserve a name.
Thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
That's an exotic name.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues. After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor.
What made you research time travel?
In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration.
The way he pronounced scheduled.
But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is in attendance today.
True.
As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest.
Okay, then.
Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Okay.
Is this thing real?
Oh, you can just press
What do
the
you
A
mean?
button instead of clicking the screen. Okay.
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Yeah, I think that's what everyone wants to know.
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
Oh, on-the-spot speech. I hope your speech-giving skills are good. I guess they must be since you're Prime Minister.
Good afternoon, everyone.
That voice.
Today is a monumental day, not only for our great nation, but for the entire human race. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits. We
That's
have
very
conquered
true.
the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space. But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time. Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now.
I do like that the moving lips for the characters are synced
Ladies
for
and
when they
gentlemen,
say a
I
word instead
hope
of just
you will
going
join
on
me
constantly.
in ushering in a new era
I mean,
for
they are, but you know what I
mankind.
Thank you for those words, Prime Minister. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I have just one more request before we start.
Okay.
I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration.
Oh,
What
okay.
do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
Yeah, I think we all feel that way.
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
Oh yeah, just get into my untested time machine that looks like it's about to explode.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety.
Whoa.
Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
That insult. Anybody else getting Nagito Komeda vibes from this?
Wait.
If you've never seen my Danganronpa
what I mean to say is, of
playthrough, then you
course
don't
I
know
can
what I'm
assist you.
talking about.
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Probably.
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks.
Let's hope you don't
And now, without
regret
further
that.
ado, I give you my time machine. Mr. Hawks, would you mind just stepping inside?
Okay, so for the future when I'm recording, I'm just gonna have my recording software record the bottom screen, because I forgot that the DS is a one screen, or no, it is a two screen thing, but this one's mainly using the bottom screen, so. Or maybe it is just one screen. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've had the DS. But I'm pretty sure it was dual screened as well, like the modern 3DS. I guess it had less capability for doing stuff at the top and bottom screen at the same time, because this one is just mainly using the bottom screen. And there goes the time machine.
Huh?
That in no way sounds or looks safe. Whoa. Okay then.
What the dickens just happened?
I think we just watched somebody die, I think.
Oh, where is he? Someone find Bill!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos. The Prime Minister and Dr. Stungun have vanished.
My word.
Oh, so they were both vaporized then. Time machine demonstration goes awry.
So you think that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter? Wait, maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too.
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues.
What else?
Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Disappearances? Oh, scientists have gone missing.
Oh yes, I read about it in the paper. Some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanishing.
Oh.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling that those disappearances are linked to this whole affair.
Really?
In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea.
That does seem like a good idea. But, I mean, I kind of feel like we should question this a little bit more before we dive right into it. Prime Minister Bill Hawks mysteriously disappeared during the time machine demonstration. No trace of him was found, so where could he possibly be now? Assuming he's still alive after that.
Following the clue in the letter, the professor and I set off. What awaited us was one of the biggest mysteries we've ever encountered.
And there's the title card. Cool. So, that was the prologue, I believe. I believe now we're just getting to chapter 1. To my dear friend Viola. Yeah, this is the only reason why they have you enter your name.
Somehow, a single letter had made its way back through time. And the sender, strange as it sounds, was me. The future me, that is.
I don't know why Luke is writing a letter to
Little
us,
did we
the
know
player, when
that
we just
this
saw
letter
that.
would draw us into the strangest of situations.
Thanks for the recap. Save your progress? Yes. And I already have a save file. This is as far as I'd played, by the way. So let's go ahead and save in file 2. It's really been 21 minutes? Oh, we're just now getting into the prologue, so that was like an introduction to the prologue. Okay. The clock shop on Midland Road. Well, here we are. The clock shop the letter mentioned should be around here somewhere, but where? It's not marked anywhere. It seems an ideal time to consult the map that accompanied the letter. Here, Luke. See if you can't find the shop's location by yourself. Say no more, Professor. Puzzle number 2. Okay, I'll do this puzzle and then I'll stop. Below is the map to the clock shop that accompanied the letter from future Luke. Using the times on the side of the map as clues, find the shop. Draw a circle around the letter of the correct building and then tap submit. So, yeah, I understand how this works. Using the times. Oh, I see. So, 12 o'clock, so go straight once. Then 3 o'clock, turn right. Then go up. Okay, I messed up already. Then go into memo mode for this. So, let's see. So, go straight. Do I go straight, like, as far as I can go, or do intersections count? I think I'm supposed to go up as far as I can go, I think. That's how this one works. Go here, then go right, then go up, then go left. And then I'm supposed to go down, but that's not possible, so erase all. No, go up, Go to the right. Go up again. Go here. And then go here. I mean, that's what makes sense to me, because any other route, the 9 o'clock becomes an issue. So yeah, it must be H. I think. Maybe. Because this one is kind of vague as to what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to use the timestamps. I understand that's meant to indicate direction, but it doesn't say how far you need to go. But I'm gonna submit that as my final answer.
This one's as good as solved.
Oh, I was right. Nice.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Awesome. Good timing. The answer is H. The times indicate the direction you should follow at each intersection and the order in which to take them. For each time listed, the hour hand on an analog clock points in the direction you should go at each intersection. You see, they tell you what you need to do only after you finish the puzzle, but they want you to do it by yourself, so I'm kind of glad for that. So, yeah. Puzzle 2 is now in your puzzle index. By the way, if you're wondering what the puzzle index is, it's a part of the game where you can go and play puzzles again. You don't get more pick-ups from doing it, as far as I know. You can just play them again, because maybe you really like that puzzle. Great! Finding that shop should be a snap now. Let's go, Professor. But yeah, everything is a puzzle. You need to find a shop, do a puzzle for it. You need to find a perp that broke into a scientific demonstration, make a puzzle out of it. Alright, but before we head off, let's quickly review how to move about. Okay. Care to assist me in this review, Luke? I know the drill, Professor. I can take it from here. To start, tap the shoe icon. Once you tap the shoe, arrows will appear. Tap an arrow to move in that direction. That's exactly right. So just remember, whenever you wish to move, start by tapping that shoe. Okay, but I am going to go into our briefcase here, because this is how we save the game. And something I want to point out is that up here we have this thing called hint coins. There are 300 total in the game to collect. This is just how many we have right now, but we can increase them by finding more throughout the game. And also it says 2 puzzles found. I believe there are optional puzzles you can find. So I'm going to try to find those, but yeah. And we have a new entry in Layton's journal. Oh yeah, the letter from the future and the time machine demonstration. So let me clear that. But anyway, I'm going to save. And I'm going to end this episode here. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Also, be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon. All 3 links will be in the description below. Shout out to my patron, AZ1598525. Thank you for supporting my channel. And subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules, signing off. Talk to you later.